Hey guys, almost 555 here. Here today doing a deck profile. It's kind of similar to my Chaos plans, my plant synchro and stuff. Of course, the format's changed since then. But this is my Tengu synchro or Tengu plants, whatever the heck you want to call it. I went to locals with this last Saturday, and I went 6-0 and I got first place. Really good day. My first time actually topping out of locals. I've only gone to 3 because it's a 3-hour drive away. It was my first time topping out of locals, and went undefeated, and it was really good. I played against Anti-Meta game 1, Value Turbo game 2, Mirror Match game 3, Gravekeeper's game 4. That was a tough match. Number 5. Scraps game 5, and then I played the anti-meta guy again in the finals. And I pretty much went 2-1 every single game, every single match. There was only one match I lost the first game. Even when I lost the dice roll, I usually won game 1. And the finals, I went 1-3. I was the 3. He beat me game 1, and I side decked really hardcore, and I just beat him 3 back to back. Anyways, I'll get right to the deck. I was originally going to go to the locals and run just normal plant synchro, but my friend bought Tengus because I actually don't like Tengu. I think it's amazing. It's broken, but I don't know, I just feel dirty using the card, kind of. But I'm actually trying to get 2 more now. Out of the box that I won as a prize, I pulled 1 Tengu, 1 Super. I'd like to get 2 more. So hook me up if you got some for cheap. And when I say cheap, I mean this card is a promo. I understand it's really good right now, but it's not worth $20. That's BS. That's complete BS. Anyways, I'll get right to the deck. It's 22 monsters, so I'll start off with that. Now I'm gonna talk about the side deck, but generally I'm not gonna show the cards. I'll just talk about it really quick, and I'll show the whole deck down there in the bottom. But make sure to check it out. And I'll put a link too if you want to read the tournament report, because I actually had 5 feature matches that day. I got in the first feature match, and I just didn't move from that spot, so I just kind of stayed there. So I'll show the deck. So 3 Reborn Tengu, cards broken. I'm using 2 Rush Rhinos as proxies right now. But cards really broken. Super, super, super good. It's just continuous floater. 2 Debris Dragon, everyone knows what that does. Plant Engine, 2 Lonefire Blossoms. I think Lonefire is probably going to go to 1 or something, because they need to kill the Plant Engine. There's just too many decks right now that they're running it. Dandylion, of course. My man Spore, he's rocking it. And good old Glow Up Bulb, which is insanely and surprisingly going for like $50 to $60 right now, which is crazy. I'm really happy I pulled mine. Now this is kind of weird. I know a lot of people say when you run Tengu you shouldn't run mill cards. No, I of course don't run Charge the Light Brigade. I don't like Charge, but I'm running actually a Hamster. I really, really, really like Hamster. He was awesome first turn set a lot of games. He's a good synchro fodder because he's level 4. He's good with he's another 4 to summon Tengu and then like mill for Bulb and make Trishula and stuff. And he's just a good floater, and he grabs your Rykos faster. So 1 Hamster, and then I still, even though it mills, I did have a few games where I milled the Reborn Tengus, but it's not always about the Tengu. You can survive without those. Excuse me. Just woke up. 3 Ryko. Ryko is still amazing in this format. A lot of people say run 2 Ryko and like Lila or whatever. I don't actually like Lila that much. I side decked her when people sided in the Nobleman crossouts and stuff, but I like Ryko just because it hits anything on the field, and I can activate it whenever I want. They can attack and it activates, that's fine. Or I can defend it for a turn and then flip it and hit whatever. And it's always good too because it baits out those Veilers right away, and then you can just drop a Caius on it or something. So yeah, 3 Ryko. 2 Caius. I really like Caius this format. I think he's good in any format. I just love Caius. He's such a good card. Hit face downs. Hit a dark monster, do 1,000 damage. Really good. Awesome against Gravekeepers. 2 Veiler. This thing actually wasn't as good as I wanted it to be. It saved me a few plays, but I found out I was always side decking these babies out for GD Crows against a lot of the matchups, just because Crow kind of removes the problem. This is still a great card. It was nice against the anti-meta guy in the finals because I actually used it on his Doom Kel and it just removed the thing, which was awesome. But yeah, I think running one of these is okay. I still think this is kind of a 2 at staple. But yeah, it wasn't as good as I thought it was going to be. Zephyros. Awesome card. So good. Bouncing back Limit Reverse. I bounce back Call the Haunted. Bounce back Tengu, get another one. Mill for Ball, make Trishula. There's just so many cool plays. And he's just nice. I actually brought him out one game against, I forget who I was playing. I think it was Anti-Meta. And I just like summoned him and I just like poked him for like 4 times. And, you know, 1600 is pretty decent for a beater. Gorz, obviously. 1 Card Trooper. I don't like 2. Like, it's not a bad card. Card Trooper's a still amazing beater. It's just you need to have something to protect him next turn. You can die, so you have to bring him out at the right time. And Sangan. These guys, they're kind of just limit reverse targets because I still think limit reverse is really good. So it's 22 monsters. Move on to spells. These are pretty standard. Not many changes here. 2 Avarice. I decided I don't like 3. I took 1 out. I draw 2 too much. And really, you can win without these. And like I showed, I'm not running a lot of mill cards anymore. So I think 2 Avarice is perfectly fine. Most games, I actually sided out 1 because I knew they were sided in the crows, which actually ended up working fairly well. 1 second, I just gotta fix something. 2 MST, obviously staple. 1 Trunade, staple. This thing was broken. I think Trunade's an issue, actually, because there's really no ways to stop it except Solemn Judgment. Mind Control, card's so good. 1 for 1, I almost wasn't going to run this, but I decided to put it in. This actually won me a game because he chain disappearance my Spore, so I played this and then summoned out Bulb and made Trishula anyways. Foolish Burial, awesome card, and then the staples, Book, Reborn, Dark Hole. You gotta run them. So I think that is like 12 spells or something. 22, that's 11 spells. So 2 Warning. That's a staple. If you can get them, use them. I wouldn't say it won many games, but definitely it's just too good not to run. Stop Spy and stuff, which is good. Solemn Judgment, staple. These are kind of my tech cards. 1 Deep Prison. This was really good all day. I had one of the other players there trying to tell me, like, don't run Deep Prison, take this out. A 1 of is bad. This thing was not bad. This thing was amazing. I hit a Stardust Dragon, I think, with this one game. And it was really good against the anti-meta player too, because it was just like he's usually just going to summon a beater and attack, so I just flip this baby up. Really good card. 1 Tornado, I sided the other. This card is awesome in this format. I think maining 1 is really important, especially this deck where Gravekeepers can really wreck you, and just back rows in general. I kind of slow played until I got rid of all the back rows, and then they just had monsters, and then I would just explode from there, because really the only thing that's going to stop me from that point on is Effect Veiler. And I would always had ways of getting around it, so yeah. Limit Reverse, really good. Call Haunted, this won me like 3 games, awesome card. And then Mirror Force and Torrential Tribute. So that's 42 cards. The reason I ran 42 is because I found that you don't want to open with your Tengus. I only opened double Tengu, I think, 3 games all day, and I won 2 of them. Actually, opening with double Tengu 1 game against the anti-meta guy pretty much won me the game. I summoned the first one, I think he warning or something, and then he wasn't expecting it, so I summoned another one next turn, and just kind of went from there, and he was kind of choked, but excuse me. What can you do? So that's the deck. I'll talk about the side deck for a second. The side deck, I believe, was 2 Kinetic Soldiers, 2 Cyber Dragons, 2 Noblemen Cross out, trying to remember everything I had in there. 1 Dust Tornado, 1 Lila, 1 Pull in the Rug was actually really good, 2 DD Crows. Yeah, anyways, I think with Tengu plants, their worst matchup is obviously Gravekeepers. I hate Gravekeepers, so you need to side lots of back row hate. So I'd always like, because they're going to still side in the Noblemen, so I would side out a Ryko, side out a Hamster, bring in Lila, and then bring in a Dust Tornado. And it worked out really well every single time I did it. I beat the GK player just because, well, he misplayed a teeny bit game 2. But I also had so many back rows to play around his stuff, or anti back row cards to play around his stuff that really wasn't a big deal. So yeah, side decking was really important. It ended up winning me a lot of games. Cyber Dragon, was really good against the anti-meta matchup. Scraps, DD Crow pretty much won me the game or the match. The Point in the Rug was good against them too. I actually had that down for the whole time, and I don't think he knew I had it. And if he had summoned his Chimera, which he was afraid to summon because he knew I had the Crow, then he probably would have been in trouble. Yeah, so that's the deck, guys. I'm not really going to talk about the extra. It's kind of just standard Shooting Star, Trish, all that fun stuff. I ran 2 Black Rose Dragon. That's the only thing that's different. I still think Black Rose is amazing. There's just so many times where you're running one and you don't have this access to a second one because you didn't put it in, and you're like, shoot, I wish I had it. But yeah, Reborn Tengu is broken. If you want to do really well this format, unfortunately, you kind of got to. You can run other decks, but if you want to do really well, you got to run a deck with Tengu. He's just too good. But yeah, that's the deck, guys. Make sure to rate and subscribe, and check out my other videos. And make sure to also subscribe to Team Gambit, which I'll do a little quick shout out for. They are my team that I play on Dueling Network with. Cool guys, really friendly. And if you actually want to join the team, if you play in Dueling Network a lot, just PM me on here, and I'll get back to you on one of the not like higher up second commands, but I'm up there, so I can give you a good give you a good word. So yeah, Zeromus555 signing out. Peace, guys.